Your buyer judges your cabin before they even walk through the door, sometimes before they even get out of the car, and more often than not, before they've even set foot on the mountain at all, because they're seeing it for the first time as a single photo on their phone, 3 hours down the hill, deciding in a heartbeat whether your cabin is worth the drive up on a Saturday. That first impression is worth thousands of dollars, and here's what most sellers up here never even realize. Curb appeal in Big Bear does not work the way it does down the hill. The thing that makes suburban houses shine can actively work against you on this mountain. So today I'm going to walk you through the curb appeal mistakes that I watch scare Big Bear buyers off and the simple, honest fixes that pull them in instead. None of this costs a fortune. Every one of them costs you buyers if you get it wrong. Stick with me to the end because the last one is the one Flatlanders never see coming, and it quietly kills more mountain deals than anything else on the list. I am Rachael Smith-Meadors, Brokers Associate at RE/MAX Big Bear. I stand in front of these cabins with real buyers every single week, and I watch their faces in the first 10 seconds because those 10 seconds tell me almost everything. I can see the exact moment that a buyer leans in and starts to fall for a place, and I can see the exact moment when they lean back, cross their arms, and mentally say, let's just keep driving. That reaction is happening at your cabin too, whether you're there to see it or not. So let's make sure it's a good one. Here are my 5. Mistake number 1, trying to force suburban lawn up a mountain. I see constantly sellers roll out bright plastic turf, or they fight tooth and nail to keep a manicured green lawn alive at 7,000 feet, and it almost always leads off like someone's trying too hard. Here's the thing to remember. Buyers do not come to Big Bear for a golf course lawn. They can get that anywhere down the hill. They come up here for the mountain, the pines, the natural granite, the pine needle floor, the rugged and real feeling of actually being somewhere different. So when they pull up to a cabin and they see fake grass baking and fading in the high altitude sun, it doesn't say well maintained. It quietly says this owner didn't really understand what this place is. And that's the last thought that you want in a buyer's head. Natural, tidy, mountain, appropriate landscaping beats a forced lawn every single time. And it usually costs less to maintain too. Work with the mountain, don't fight it. Mistake number 2, tired, graying exterior wood and a sad weathered deck. You have to respect what this environment does to a house. The weather up here is genuinely brutal on an exterior. Intense sun at altitude, heavy snow, the constant freeze and thaw, the moisture, all of it working on your siding and your deck 365 days a year. So when a buyer pulls up and sees siding that's gone gray, stain that's peeling, a deck that looks soft underfoot with rails that wobble, the brain jumps straight to one word, and that word is expensive. They don't see rustic charm. They see a project, a safety concern, and a stack of bills they'll inherit the day they sign, and they start subtracting from your price right there in the driveway before they've walked through a single room. Now here's the good news, because this one's very fixable. A fresh coat of stain, tightened and solid deck rails, and a deck that simply looks safe and cared for is one of the highest return things that you can do before you list. Remember, that deck represents to a Big Bear buyer its morning coffee in the pines. It's the evening glass of wine under the stars. It's half of the reason they want the cabin at all. So whatever you do, don't let the very thing that they're dreaming about look like the thing that's going to cost them money. Mistake number 3. And up here, this one is serious. Landscaping that quietly signals fire risk. In Big Bear, defensible space isn't just landscaping preference. It's safety, it's insurability, it's peace of mind, and buyers on this mountain are more aware of it now than they have ever been. So when brush is crowded right up against the structure, when there's dead and dry growth, when overgrown vegetation is hugging the walls and hanging over the roof, an informed buyer doesn't see lush and private. They see fire danger and they see an insurance headache waiting to happen. And both of those are extremely real concerns up here right now, the kind that complicate or even sink a sale. Clearing that defensible space around your cabin does two things at once. It genuinely makes the property safer and easier to insure, and it sends a message to the buyers that this home has been cared for by someone who understands mountain living and takes it seriously. On this mountain, that message is worth real money. Send it loud and clear. Mistake number 4, a dark, cluttered, uninviting entrance. Stop and picture how people actually arrive at a Big Bear cabin. They've driven up the hill, the car is packed to the ceiling, groceries, gear, coolers, kids, dogs, skis in the winter, paddleboards in the summer. The arrival is a whole ritual. So your entry needs to feel warm, welcoming, and workable, not like a dim, cluttered cave where they have to navigate with their arms full. When the front of the cabin is crowded with storage bins and gear, when the path to the door is unclear or overgrown, when the entry is gloomy and poorly lit, you've quietly killed the arrival fantasy before it even starts. But when there's a clean, well-lit, clear, defined path leading to a warm and inviting front door, the buyer's imagination does the rest. They can picture that happy, chaotic, arms full arrival, the dogs bounding inside, the weekend is beginning. That picture is the entire reason they want a place up here. So give it to them. Light it, clear it, define it, and make that very first step onto the property feel like a genuine welcome home. Mistake number 5, and this is one down the hill sellers forget entirely, ignoring the arrival and access story. Here's what's actually running through a Big Bear buyer's mind, especially one coming up from Orange County or the Inland Empire. Can I truly get up to and into this place in the winter? That question is sitting there whether anyone said it loud or not. So when they see a steep, unmaintained driveway, no obvious places to park, no clear plan for where all that snow is supposed to go, doubt creeps in fast and quiet, and doubt is what kills mountain deals. So handle it head on. If your access is genuinely a strength, a gentle approach, a flat driveway, easy winter parking, then show it and say it plainly, because it is a real selling point. And if your access is more of a challenge, don't hide from it. Get ahead of it, keep it clear and clean, make the approach look as manageable as it truly is, and be ready to speak honestly about how it's handled when the snow comes. Big Bear buyers can forgive a lot. What they can't forgive is an unspoken fear that's left to grow in the back of their mind. So answer the winter questions before they ever have to ask it. So here's the through line that ties all of these 5 together. Mountain curb appeal is its own language, and it's not the language of the suburbs. It's not about a flawless lawn and matching shutters and a color-coordinated flower bed. It's about looking cared for. It's about looking safe. And above all, it's about looking like the Big Bear landscape that your buyer is already dreaming about. From that very first thumbnail photo on their phone, all the way through the moment that they step onto your deck and feel the whole thing click. Get the exterior honest, safe, and welcoming, and you have won that buyer over before you have said a single word to them. And if you want a straight, honest, walk the property read on exactly what to fix before you list, and just as importantly, what to leave alone so you don't waste $1, that is exactly what I do. Every week on this mountain, head over to buyinbigbearlake.com. Tell me a little bit about your cabin, and I'll help you put your time and your money precisely where it actually moves a buyer. No pressure, no sales pitch, just honest eyes on your property from someone who watches real buyers react to these cabins in real time. Because up here, you only get one first impression, and it almost always happens before anyone ever knocks on your door. Let's make it count. I'm Rachael Smith-Meadors with RE/MAX in Big Bear, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.